The Corsac fox is a small wild fox native to the vast grasslands and semi-deserts of Central Asia. It has inhabited these open landscapes for thousands of years and is well adapted to the harsh continental climate, where summers are hot and dry while winters are long and bitterly cold. Fossil evidence suggests that the ancestors of the Corsac fox evolved alongside other fox species that spread across Eurasia during ancient geological periods. Its natural range includes countries such as Kazakhstan, Mongolia, northern China, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, parts of Russia, and surrounding regions. Throughout history, nomadic peoples living on the steppes have been familiar with the Corsac fox, often regarding it as one of the characteristic animals of the endless grasslands. Its ability to survive in these remote regions has allowed the species to remain widespread despite changing climates over time. The scientific name of the Corsac fox is Vulpes corsac. The word Corsac is believed to have originated from Turkic languages spoken across Central Asia, where similar names have long been used to describe this fox. Although it belongs to the same genus as the red fox, it is a distinct species with its own specialized adaptations for life in open country. The Corsac fox is also commonly known as the steppe fox, reflecting its close association with the vast Eurasian steppes. In some regions, it may simply be referred to as the Central Asian fox or by local names in native languages. Despite these different names, they all refer to the same remarkably adaptable species. The Corsac fox is primarily found in open grasslands, semi-deserts, dry plains, and rolling steppes where vegetation remains relatively short. These wide-open landscapes provide excellent visibility, allowing the fox to detect approaching predators while giving it plenty of room to travel between shelter and feeding areas. Dense forests and heavily wooded regions are generally avoided because they do not suit its lifestyle. This fox prefers dry environments with sandy or loose soils that make digging easier. Rocky hillsides, low shrublands, and gently sloping valleys are also suitable habitats, provided they offer enough underground shelters. The species often occupies abandoned burrows made by marmots, badgers, ground squirrels, or other burrowing mammals instead of digging entirely new dens. The climate throughout its range is often extreme. Summers can become intensely hot, while winter temperatures may plunge far below freezing, accompanied by heavy snowfall and icy winds. The Corsac fox has evolved to cope with these dramatic seasonal changes by making use of insulated dens and adjusting its activity according to weather conditions. Unlike many foxes that adapt well to farmland or urban areas, the Corsac fox generally remains in remote natural environments with very little human disturbance. Large, continuous areas of undisturbed steppe are especially important because they allow the fox to move freely while maintaining suitable territories. The Corsac fox has a beautifully soft coat that blends remarkably well with its dry surroundings. Its overall coloration ranges from pale sandy brown to light grayish yellow, allowing it to become almost invisible against dusty grasslands and semi-desert terrain. This natural camouflage provides excellent protection from predators while also helping it remain concealed in open landscapes. During winter, the coat becomes much thicker, fluffier, and noticeably lighter in color. Many individuals develop a silvery gray appearance, giving the fur a frosted look that helps them blend into snowy environments. The dense winter coat also traps insulating air, providing protection against freezing temperatures. The underside of the body is usually creamy white or pale buff, while the throat and chest are often lighter than the back. The legs tend to be pale yellowish or light brown, and the face often features subtle reddish or gray tones around the cheeks and muzzle. These gentle color transitions create a soft, elegant appearance. Its bushy tail usually ends in a distinctive dark brown or black tip, providing one of the easiest ways to recognize the species. The ears are often reddish on the outside with lighter inner fur, while the eyes are framed by pale facial markings that give the fox a gentle, alert expression. The Corsac fox has a slim, lightweight body that is perfectly designed for life on the open steppe. Its narrow frame allows it to move efficiently across large expanses of grassland while conserving energy during long periods of travel. Despite its delicate appearance, the body is surprisingly strong and well balanced. Its head is relatively small with a pointed muzzle, giving it the classic fox-like profile. The ears are large, broad, and triangular, helping to improve hearing while also assisting with body temperature regulation. The eyes are moderately large and positioned to provide excellent awareness of the surrounding landscape. The legs are relatively long compared to its body size, giving the fox a graceful appearance and allowing it to move easily across uneven terrain. Its feet are compact and covered with fur during colder months, helping protect them from icy ground and reducing heat loss in winter. One of its most striking features is its thick, bushy tail, which serves several purposes. Besides helping with balance while moving, the tail acts as insulation during cold weather, often being wrapped around the body and face while the fox rests inside or near its den. The Corsac fox is considered one of the smaller members of the true fox family. Adult body length generally ranges from about 45 to 65 cm, excluding the tail. This compact size allows it to move easily through grasslands while requiring relatively little food compared to larger predators. Its bushy tail measures approximately 19 to 35 centimeters in length and forms a significant portion of the animal's total appearance. Combined with the body, the fox presents a graceful and well-proportioned profile suited to open country living. Adult Corsac foxes usually weigh between 1.6 and 3.2 kilograms, although weight can vary depending on food availability and the season. Individuals often become heavier before winter as they accumulate fat reserves to help survive periods when food becomes scarce. Males are generally only slightly larger and heavier than females, making the two sexes quite similar in appearance. Their modest size allows them to occupy burrows built by other animals and navigate underground shelters with ease. Corsac foxes are naturally cautious animals that rely heavily on remaining unnoticed. Rather than confronting danger directly, they often freeze, crouch low, or quietly retreat into nearby burrows when they sense a potential threat. Their calm, watchful nature helps them survive in landscapes where cover is limited. They are highly nomadic compared with many other fox species. Instead of remaining in one permanent territory throughout the year, they may shift their home ranges depending on environmental conditions, especially during periods of drought, heavy snowfall, or changing food availability. This flexibility allows them to make the best use of changing habitats. Corsac foxes are also known for making frequent use of abandoned burrows rather than constructing elaborate dens of their own. They may move between several different shelters within their range, using each one according to weather conditions or safety. This habit reduces the energy required for constant digging. Although generally solitary during much of the year, Corsac foxes can display a surprising level of social tolerance. In areas with abundant resources, several individuals may occupy neighboring burrows without significant conflict. They communicate through body posture, scent marking, and facial expressions to maintain spacing and avoid unnecessary aggression. The Corsac fox is one of the few fox species capable of surviving some of the most extreme temperature variations found anywhere on Earth. It may experience scorching summer heat above 40 degrees Celsius (104 degrees Fahrenheit) and freezing winter temperatures below -40 degrees Celsius (-40 degrees Fahrenheit), yet remains active throughout the year. Unlike many mammals that dig elaborate burrows themselves, the Corsac fox is an expert tenant rather than a builder. It frequently inherits abandoned underground homes created by marmots, badgers, or ground squirrels, modifying them only when necessary. This energy-saving strategy allows it to relocate easily whenever conditions change. Its exceptionally thick winter fur has historically made it valuable in the fur trade. For centuries, Corsac fox pelts were used to produce warm clothing, particularly throughout Central Asia and parts of Russia. Fortunately, stricter wildlife management has reduced pressure on many wild populations. Despite living in open landscapes with few hiding places, the Corsac fox remains surprisingly difficult to observe. Its excellent camouflage, cautious behavior, and tendency to remain hidden during daylight mean that many people living within its natural range may rarely see one in the wild. The Corsac fox uses a variety of vocal sounds to communicate with other foxes. One of its most common calls is a short, sharp bark that serves as a warning or helps individuals locate one another across open landscapes. These barks are usually brief but can carry surprisingly well over the quiet grasslands. When feeling threatened or defending itself, the fox may produce growls, snarls, and harsh raspy vocalizations. These deeper sounds are intended to discourage rivals or predators without requiring direct physical confrontation. Facial expressions and body posture often accompany these defensive calls. During close social interactions, softer vocalizations become more common. Gentle whines, quiet yips, and low murmuring sounds are used when communicating peacefully with family members or familiar companions. These subtle calls help maintain social bonds while avoiding unnecessary attention from predators. Young Corsac foxes also produce high-pitched squeaks and whining calls, especially when seeking attention or reassurance. As they mature, their vocal repertoire gradually expands, allowing them to communicate effectively using a combination of sounds suited to different situations. The Corsac fox is capable of impressive bursts of speed when necessary, reaching approximately 50 to 60 km per hour over short distances. This quick acceleration helps it escape danger across the open steppes where hiding places are limited. Rather than maintaining high speeds for long periods, the fox usually relies on efficient, steady movement while traveling through its home range. This energy-conserving approach allows it to cover considerable distances without exhausting itself, especially in regions where food and shelter may be widely scattered. Its lightweight body, relatively long legs, and flexible spine contribute to smooth, agile movement over uneven ground. The fox can weave through grass, navigate sandy terrain, and cross rocky slopes with remarkable balance and coordination. During winter, deep snow can reduce its overall speed and mobility. Even under these difficult conditions, the Corsac fox remains surprisingly agile by selecting routes with firmer snow or areas where wind has exposed patches of ground, allowing it to continue moving efficiently. The Corsac fox is an opportunistic carnivore with a varied diet that changes according to seasonal food availability. Small mammals form an important part of its meals, particularly rodents such as voles, gerbils, ground squirrels, and mice that inhabit the open steppes. It also feeds on birds, reptiles, insects, and various other small animals whenever opportunities arise. During warmer months, insects may become especially abundant and provide a valuable source of nutrition. The fox readily adjusts its feeding habits depending on which prey is most available. Plant material also contributes to its diet from time to time. Wild berries, fruits, seeds, and certain vegetation may be eaten, particularly during seasons when animal prey becomes less abundant. This dietary flexibility helps the fox survive periods of scarcity. The Corsac fox is also known to scavenge. It may feed on carcasses left behind by larger predators or consume animals that have died from natural causes. This willingness to make use of available food sources increases its chances of surviving in the often unpredictable environments of Central Asia. The breeding season of the Corsac fox usually begins during the winter months, generally between January and March, although timing varies slightly across its wide geographical range. Adult pairs come together during this period, and breeding activities are closely linked to seasonal environmental conditions. After a pregnancy lasting approximately 52 to 60 days, the female gives birth inside a well-protected underground den. Litters commonly contain 2 to 6 pups, although larger litters of up to 11 have occasionally been recorded when environmental conditions are especially favorable. The newborn pups are born blind, helpless, and covered with fine, soft fur. During the first few weeks they remain safely inside the den while their eyes gradually open and their bodies develop. As they grow stronger, they begin exploring the area immediately around the den entrance under the watchful care of the adults. Young Corsac foxes become increasingly independent as the months pass and usually disperse to establish their own territories before the next breeding season. Most individuals reach sexual maturity at about 9 to 10 months of age, allowing them to breed during the following winter if conditions are suitable. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.